Hey, hello, and I've got my mic on, and Tony's joined us. Hello,
yeah,
everyone.
I just got in there. Yep.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome
to another The War Room in fantastic, glorious 720p. Now, as you can see, we've got an extra special guest tonight. This is Patrik Spett from Sweden, who's designing, or in the final stages of designing and playtesting, a new Cold War game. But we'll get round and introduce him in a moment. But boys, how are you? How are you, Jester?
I am great. How is everyone doing out there and in the ether world? How's everyone doing? I'm doing great. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm excited to talk to Patrik and get back in with you guys and talk today. So, lots to talk about as usual. So, Tony, how you been, buddy? You hanging in there?
My life is kind of tits up right now. It's
so
anyway, crazy.
Moving on.
Oh no, it's my daughter's 16th birthday was 2 weeks ago, and it's kind of just been one thing after another. Last night was her friend party, so me and Ruff couldn't play because of that, which I totally forgot.
I was sitting here waiting. I had me beers and everything, Tone. You bugger! You didn't tell me. No, I thought something was up. Don't worry.
Yeah, it was Natalie's 14th birthday, so I mean the video I put out was I was recording over the last 2 weeks, and that's all I've done playing wise over the last 2 weeks has been that. So it's been hectic, but
yeah, sounds like my recording history.
I know. Anyway. I'm starting to sound like you, Ruff. Jeez,
I know, it's terrible.
So, it's a good thing I take up for all of us because.
But anyway, we have a special guest. Patrick is sitting patiently there. He's just got back from Spain. He's in Sweden. He's the designer of Cold Resolve. That's right, isn't it, Patrik?
That's right.
How are you doing, sir? We'll talk much more later on after we've gone through all the sort of parish notices and things. But how are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excited to be on the show? Yeah.
I'm excited to be here.
Oh, good. You've got the check.
Is this your first live interview, Patrik?
Sorry?
Is this your first live interview with anyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think about
This is another world premiere.
Okay.
Thomas Van Hare put us onto you, Patrik, saying because he was supposed to be in your place tonight, but work commitments. So he said, "I tell you what, get Patrik in. He's designing this fantastic game, Cold Resolve, and he'll do me proud." So we're looking forward to hearing all about it. You've sent me some screenshots, which we'll look at. But I'll tell you what we'll do first, if I may. Is just say hello to peeps.
No, you're not allowed to do that, Ruff. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't think you're allowed to do that anymore.
Shut up. Hello, Alistair.
Oh, I just to let you know, I'm in a mood today, so we'll.
I can tell you're not on the Scotch as you're not on the Scotch as well. Are you?
No, don't have any beer, don't have any scotch in me. I've been researching medieval magic and witchcraft for the last 8 hours straight.
That's very
medieval.
Hello,
Warcraft, did you say?
We'll get to you in a minute. We'll get to that because I'll ask you about that. But Harold,
I'm waiting for that one.
William,
Tony,
we're all here.
How did the daughter's 16th birthday go last week?
Really well. We had a great time. We made a taco bar, so everybody enjoyed that, and that's always good. That goes over well.
Can you guys shut up a minute while I say hello to the chat, and then we'll get back to the old chit chat with you two. All right, shushy. Hi, Mike. I know, it won't be long. What did I say? We've got to say out everybody. We've got 30 odd people in the chat, so it's Jeff, Kevin. Hi, you're all meandering, Mike.
I see 46 people. So yeah, nice.
Yeah, 36. Yeah, it's Alistair again.
Patrik is bringing out all the best people. Look at that.
Yeah, Phoenix Knight, how you doing, my friend? Koi, yeah, loads of people in the chat. Jeffrey, and I'm afraid he's turned up again. I tried to ban him, but no, he keeps turning up.
Boots Weezers, just ban that guy, I tell you.
But look who else is here. Stuka Joe.
Oh, definitely ban that guy.
How you doing,
Good
sir?
Lord.
Kev, how you doing? Just making sure. John Halley. Hello, sir.
John. I don't remember seeing John's name, so maybe he's new.
Oh yeah, no.
He comes in. No, he comes in to watch some proper people play proper games, doesn't he, Tone?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there playing proper games.
Hi, Manatee. And there we are. Right. Okay. Now, before we go see what you've been up to, I'm wearing the T-shirt, but I can wear it with pride because
Nice.
I got it in. Eventually, I bit the bullet. I told you last week I got it because I was suffering a bit with the old pain in the foot, in the knee, and I was feeling sorry for myself. So I thought I'd cheer myself up. Not cheap, is it? Crikey, but it's a huge, heavy game. So anyway, Jester, how did you get on with that Warfighter Fantasy? Because I need to know.
I'll tell you what. At this point, I'm going to give it an in between. I'm not going to give it a down. I'm not going to give it an up. But I will tell you, I'm a little bit impressed with the detail that they went into. So this is the first time in any of the Warfighters you actually get six character cards for each of your characters because you level up your characters. So you can see like this character here, you get 6 cards. So you start them at level 1, level 2.
Oh, so it's a little bit like the Leader series.
I don't know. I'm like, this is crazy. So there's different levels. There's like mundane monsters, common monsters, legendary monsters, mythical monsters. There's like all kinds of different levels of I always thought the Warfighter system where you're building a party of characters, you're equipping them with sword or, guns and grenades and special abilities. I always thought they could do that with fantasy. So when they announced that they were going to do it with fantasy, I'm like, if they do it right, this could be really good. So at this point, it's to be determined, but it looks interesting.
Damn and blast. I thought you were going to go, this is a load of old nonsense. I go, phew,
Yeah, I don't know. You might have to pick this one up. Like I said, if you just get the core box, you get pretty good value for what you get. So
I know some
I also picked up, of course, I got my GMT order in already. What happened? They started shipping them out November 1st. I got mine on the 11th. I was one of the first people in history.
He's got it before me, and I normally get it across the pond.
I got this. I got the Russian
sponge. Yeah. What, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, you rut bags.
And this one? Did you get Prime Minister?
No. I got this too.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's the early one, isn't it? That's the one that turned into the Eastern Front box.
Part of it, yeah. So I got this one, so that's pretty cool. It's got the hard bound of maps, but anyways. But no, I've got a huge box coming on Monday from GMT. Basically, all I did for the GMT sale was I finished the collection. That's base. Oh, and I bought that Barracks Emperor, and I tried to buy out all the 3-inch boxes before I could get them.
I got 2 ordered, so hopefully. That's all I got. I got 2 boxes, some counter trays, 2 lots of counter trays, Downfall, because you guys were moaning about it, saying how good it was. So I ordered that, and the MBT expansion. The I can't remember which one it was. Is it Canadians? It might have been the Canadians one rather than the.
No, there's just not enough good Cold War games out there either.
Yeah,
no, we got another one.
I wish we had a designer that had some new ideas that were going to bring out a Cold War game.
But it's a new thing. It's in a new. Normally, it's like through the Fulda Gap into Germany. Yeah. But this one, his first game, I understand, Patrick, is through up to Sweden in the Arctic Circle as well, isn't it? I'll tell you what. Let's introduce Patrick. Tell us all about yourself, sir.
Oh, I am. I've been playing war games since 1983. I'm 54 years old. I live in Sweden, Ängelholm. And in my regular job, I work with finance, accounting and stuff like that. Very exciting.
Won't hold that against you, Patrick. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Yeah, I speak Swedish, of course, and it's my native language, and some English, German, and I know a little bit of Russian, at least letters and stuff, so I can read these Order of Battle and so on. And
Wow.
in my spare time, except wargaming, I do some competitive sport shooting with pistol and carbine. And I also build models, plastic models. I actually did that for longer than I played war games. So that's a little bit short about me. Questions?
Well, we're going to have some. Hopefully, the peeps in the chat are going to have some questions for you later.
Sure.
Just making sure there's nothing. If I miss anything in the chat, it's because we've got a guest, and I'm trying to figure all around. But I think
I will mention, since we were talking about the GMT sale, and I hate to go back to it, but you know what I got from the GMT sale?
Nothing.
Nothing.
That's because you got it all
I
on
ordered
P500.
I ordered nothing, but the reason for that is I decided I had a few things in my cart, and I was debating, but then somebody had mentioned that Compass was having their sale going on and blah, blah, blah. So I said, I don't ever order anything from Compass. Let me see what they have. And I'm really interested in getting their Silent Wars game.
Oh, that submarine game?
I've got it.
Submarine game.
Tell you what, when I finish combat, and I'm in the process of videoing it now, so hopefully next week we're going to get a video. Silent War, I think, may be next. I was moaned at by a subby, nicely moaned, just a gentle set, so that I did Skies Over Britain, unboxed that over a year ago, and I haven't got it on the table. He said, get it out, it's really good. So it has been moved up the list, but I think Silent War, I've been watching Timothy Phelps's videos, Dave's Gaming Cave have done a few, Hissy's done a patrol, and I'm thinking, and I've got it, and I'm thinking, yeah, that might be next. So
I like the looks of it. I haven't got it yet, but I like the looks of it because it's not just rolling to go well. You have a lot of choices in it.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
So yeah,
Solitaire. It's built for solitaire.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick, what do you play when you're not designing games?
What games I play?
Yeah.
Latest ones was the Cold War games. It was NATO that I played with friends.
The Compass Games one, yeah.
Yeah. It was a very nice game.
Do you play anything? Do you play anything apart from Cold War? Is that your favorite thing to play?
No, I like the Ardennes battle and the Normandy campaign.
Yeah, not many of them, is there? No.
Ardennes. Yeah, I never heard of that. No.
No, it's not many games. Ardennes, but no, it's terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, somebody needs. So
I just have to ask: are there any Stalingrad games out? No,
I haven't heard of any Stalingrad games. Jester, is there any Stalingrad games?
We take the Mickey out.
Patrick picks this up really quick. I like Patrick. He picks it up really quick. So.
Eastern Front games are a bit thin on the ground.
Okay.
I think we need a bit.
Yeah, so those Eastern Front games just they don't come around at all for some reason. I don't see them at all.
But there we go. But that's
we bring up Gettysburg too.
Oh yeah.
Patrick, we asked this with all of our guests. We always try to find out what games they're playing and blah blah blah. But do you play anything besides war games? Do you play like regular board games? Do you play sports games? I did play,
Monopoly because I work finance and stuff. So
the money. It's the money.
Yeah. The money flowing. Owned all the best hotels and everything. So.
I love it.
Makes sense.
So I just actually spent 8 weeks straight learning about post World War II, basically Cold War Europe, starting 1945. I did history and politics. I'm taking a master's degree in history, so I spent the last 8 weeks working on that. So I'm interested to hear about your game because it's really sparked my Cold War interest.
Yeah,
So-
I'll answer
Tell you what-
your question. I actually played with my friends Republic of Rome. It
Yeah.
ended up, we always get hammered by the Hannibal or whatever, Macedonians or something. They just we just lost every time. I played the Kremlin. That was an old game. A long time ago.
Yep.
That was a fun game.
Tony, I know you weren't here when we talked to Patrick before
Yeah.
the show. The interesting part about Patrick's game is where it's located.
Yeah, this is what we're going to get onto because we're going to get
Oh,
Patrick.
we're going to wait? Okay, we're waiting.
No,
Okay.
we're going to get Patrick to go onto it now. I mean, how do you want to work this? We've got the Jester's Jeopardy. We've got Tony's What to Buy.
Oh, we can skip that. I ran out of time. So.
Oh, you can do it while you do it, and we've got the history bit. Do you want to? Should we get a bit of info from Patrick first?
I think we should get. Let's give Patrick a spotlight.
Hold on a sec. You've sent me some stuff. Send me some
Yes.
pickies. Now, if you want to say, "Oh, can you bring that picture up?" or "Can you do this?" I'll do it, or I'll just sort of do them randomly, and you can.
Can you bring up the box cover?
I'll tell you what, that looks good. Hold on, let me get that up there.
We've already got the box cover. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, let me get. Oh,
I got help from a good friend who lives nearby. His name is Tom Van Hare.
Yeah, Thomas. We know Thomas.
I know. I've never heard of him. I think I got a game coming.
He gets everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, Tom. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Takes me a moment, Patrick, because I'm not quite used to this.
So it started out as a game for the whole Arctic region. That it means all from Murmansk up in the north down to the North Germany, so to speak.
And this is quite unusual. Sorry to interrupt, Patrick, but that's quite unusual for a Cold War game to actually have it up in the cold part of the world. Yeah, so normally it's in Europe.
Yeah. So this game is actually split in three now. It is the first part will be Cold Resolve, the Battle for the Arctic. That is Soviet Union versus NATO. That is Norway, and also the northern part of Sweden will be involved as possible.
I'll just make a point because in my description for this stream tonight, I put it was Finland, but that's the second one.
Game.
Yeah,
that's the second game. That will be Soviet Union versus Finland. So the Finns have to fight again here.
Your first one is going to be good with Sweden. So, yep.
That's North Norway, really. Yeah, Sweden too. That will be scenario for invasion of Sweden. And of course the Battle of the North Atlantic, Norwegian Sea. The Soviets wanted to interrupt the NATO sea lines going from America to Europe. So there is a operational map and there's a strategic map, and the naval battle is because it's so large area. It will be fought on the strategic map.
Nice.
And the third game is the southern part of Sweden and the Baltic, and also Danish Shetland Island invasion.
Now, for some, this isn't going to be out until way into next year, is it?
You said it was in the final stages. I would like to pull up an old Churchill quote here about the beginning of the end or whatever.
But it's the
end of the beginning or something like that.
Yeah, this isn't the beginning of the end.
know.
But this is certainly the end of the beginning.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
But we've got.
That's a strategic map.
So there's strategic and operational maps in this game.
Yeah, this is the strategic map where you fight the naval battle.
You can tell I'm no good at this. Right, so let's try it again.
This is the northern part. What you see here are you see the large hexes there on this map. That's the strategic hexes. They actually match those hexes on the strategic map.
Can I zoom in? Oh yes, look. Oh.
You have swamp and mountains and rough and woods and roads, airfields, ports, railroads, on those maps and rivers, of course.
So again, this is just all still in development, and but it's looking good already. I mean, oh, that's different.
This is a close-up of the Murmansk area. Here you see all the airfields and ports that the Soviet built in this area.
Yeah, and I think we've mentioned this. So this is your own company, isn't it? Who's publishing? Is that right?
Yeah, I haven't signed anything yet with a publisher. So
will you do, or if somebody knocks on the door, or are you going to self-publish?
We'll see.
Ah, okay. And
leaving it open.
Yeah.
So this is the close up from this map, and you see the border there to Norway.
So, Alistair said you assume it's in the summer. This is actually May, isn't it? You said.
Yeah, I can talk about that. 1982, most of the Cold War games are like 85 or 88, 89 later, but I think 82 is a good year because this was the last year that Brezhnev lived. He was basically he had multiple strokes, heart attacks, so he was more or less dead. But
yeah, he wasn't a well man, was he?
No, so the other guys in the Politburo could control him, like Andropov and chief of the army and so on. So you can have hawks there, who actually ruled. And in May 1982, do you know where the Royal Navy were about that time?
Sorry?
May 1992. Do you know where the Royal Navy were at that time?
Now you're going to tell us. Where are we?
The Falkland Islands.
Falklands, of course.
Yes, I know. Yeah. You didn't say it.
They were away at the Falklands. Yes. So because the Soviets are really, their navy was really at a disadvantage versus NATO fleets. So I thought, well, try to. Can we have a match somehow? Well, we take May 1982. Well, okay, the Royal Navy is mostly. There are some ships. Yeah. They have some ships left, of course, aircraft and so on.
Of course,
but
we had.
Also, America, they didn't have their Ticonderoga cruises yet, and everyone who knows those, they are a tremendous anti-aircraft platform that can shoot down many of the incoming missiles. But there were none 1982. First one came 1983, so no Ticonderogas. Furthermore, the US carriers have A-7 Corsairs, not the F-18 yet, and so no Harpoon missiles. They had some advanced glide bombs on them for sure, but that will even out the odds a bit more.
So as Tweezer said, no Marines in Norway.
Oh, yeah. No, I think there are Royal Marines in the ACE mobile force. So,
and each big hex you can see that big black hex in surrounded. That's one hex on the strategic map, is it not? Because I think
exactly.
Edward said it. Yeah.
There are nine hexes, operational hexes in this one strategic. And this is the Leningrad area. Will come into play in the second game.
They are nice maps, yeah.
Versus Finland. Yeah, thank you.
And each game is separate, but you can play them all together once they're all out. All the series.
Yeah, that's the sort you can play them together. But I have to say, invading if you're a Soviet player going to invade Finland and Sweden at the same time as you fight NATO, it's kind of not good strategy. So that's why I have these as separate scenarios: North Sweden and to invade North Sweden. The Soviets really had to control Finland first and then kick off against Sweden.
So sorry, Patrick. So some of the scenarios, you've got smaller ones that you can link together or is it just one big?
Yeah. There will be a campaign game. You can start as a Soviet, where you can choose.
So
you can of course choose to invade Finland and Sweden and so on.
And why not?
If you like that, you can do it, and you can start you can like do a surprise attack from the standing forces and see how that plays out, or you can build up some forces, and
so there's
NATO will react accordingly.
Yeah. So it's smaller scenarios. So it's not just one big scenario.
No.
Lovely.
There will be smaller scenarios.
And solo wise, it's easy enough. Play both sides. There's no hidden info, or is there?
There is. You have the airfields. There are some hidden info, but it's not critical.
Right.
I would say.
There's ways around it, but I'm only asking for me because I have no friends.
Yeah. Okay. And this is the Stockholm area.
Stockholm, yeah.
That will be in the third game.
Did you make these maps?
Yeah, I made these maps from actually Soviet maps from the early 80s, and they are as closely matched as I could get them, and I had to shift everything to match the hexes, and it was really difficult in Stockholm to match the map. It was I had to stretch and change things until I get reasonably happy.
I think there's always some artistic license with maps with hexes on them. You have to sort of do the best you can, and that looks cool. I do like that.
That looks really good. Really good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, this is the Kaliningrad area.
It's Gdansk there.
Yeah, the Poland. You had the big Soviet naval base there in Baltisk. It's just the southwest of Kaliningrad. The 3 hexes there.
Sorry, I'm covering you up, Tony, when I get the chat up, but there's not a bad thing, I don't think.
Thanks, Ruff.
Yeah. So it reminds him of Invasion Norway from GMT. There we go. Yes, why not? This is such an unusual subject. Cold War gone hot isn't, but the area is not been overpopulated with games, so it's great that Patrick's doing this.
I think there's only one, which is the Deadly Northern Lights. I think is
Deadly Northern Lights. It was a great game. I have it too. Played the scenario invading Sweden. It's a very nice game.
Yeah. That's Fabrizio does a great job there.
Now, Patrick, since you're a Swede, did you give the Swedish Army and Navy a little upgrade on some of their unit counters? Come on,
I have a lot of Swedish Army, except the regular brigades, and there are 29 of them. 1982. I have over 50 of these. They are called in Swedish FO groups. They are regimental sized, normally regimental sized units that are reserves. They are more of static local defense units, but 50 of them, they are divide that by 3, then you have a lot of divisions there.
Yeah,
if you get the comparison. So there are a lot of those, and still I removed a lot of them because I have them as intrinsic defense on airfields and so on. So, but still there are 50 units.
Don't they have a higher attack value because you're the designer?
No.
No, they've got special dice.
Didn't I send you a screen? Didn't Tom send you a screenshot I sent him about some of the local guys there? I made just for fun.
No, they're just screenshots like this. And I thought, these are better than the ones that I got from Thomas, I think. There's a question here from Edward. Have you heard of Twilight 2000?
I haven't never played it, but I have seen it. Yeah.
Where's mine?
Ralph's got a copy of it.
Yeah. Because
I've seen that, and also the Finnish Order of Battle. This was the most difficult of all of them, because this information is still secret in Finland. So I have to digging books, old books from the like 50s, and this, exercises to get some unit names. Maybe they are the same now, and I was in contact with them. They were very friendly, and they just pointed me in some directions, some documents, and I have to like guess. So,
well, I'll tell you what, we spoke about this earlier. Yves Rettel, and I've got some more to show you. Yves Rettel, the designer of Vukasim's Red Strike, speaks very highly of you, saying you're one of the experts of this area of what if Cold War in the sort of Arctic Scandinavian area. So he was speaking very highly about you.
He is a very good designer too, because I spoke to him.
This is from the
There you go.
This is from a Vassal module playtest that I did because I wanted to test this in the Central Europe. Will it work in Central Europe too? And this is from, I think it's day 6 of a Warsaw Pact surprise attack. So
next we've got some of the counters. So if you want to,
this was the playtest. This is the East German are the brown ones, and Russian are the red. And you have the Polish there too, above the Russians. Some Polish units.
So they've got the band across the top. That's the sort of formation band, is it?
Yeah, that's the formation. And you have a small band at the very top. That's the army.
Oh, right.
You move. Yeah.
Let me just zoom in so we can see that a bit better. So the top, the stripe across the top isn't the formation. That's the army, is it?
Yes. You can see there on the
little thin one, Ruff, at the very top.
Oh, yeah, we've got... Oh, yeah,
you've got two bands.
Colors.
You have a thicker band.
Gotcha. Yeah. See, the problem is, Patrick, I moan about this all the time. I'm colorblind, so you know it's.
I am aware of the color.
They all look the same.
I will try to fix that with the colors. I am aware of the color blind, so I have made adjustments already.
Yeah, no, it's always worth mentioning for us poor colorblind souls. But what do these numbers mean? What do all these numbers mean? So the thick one is the army, is it?
Yeah, if you take the top right one, the regiment there, that's the 25 motorized rifle regiment of the 5th Army. It's an independent regiment because it's an army guy. And if you look on the counter below that, it's the 1st regiment, 1st division, the top.
Sorry, which one are we looking at? Looking at the top left here. The
top right.
Yeah, okay. The top left. That's the headquarters of the 1st Western Front. It belongs to the Western Front, but this is the headquarters for the NFA, the East German Army.
Yeah.
It's called KLSK.
Yeah.
So if you take the next one, that's a police unit, the right one.
This one here, yeah.
Yeah, that's a police unit.
Right.
So, and then you have a assault engineer unit.
So that police unit would be a Swedish unit, would it, or?
No, not Swedish. It's East German.
East German police units. Good grief!
Got the Stasi up there, huh?
Ah, right.
I actually have the Stasi division. It's the gray one with the gray band down below there.
Oh, okay.
They had a division, Felix Desinski. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I can go through the numbers, what they mean.
Yes, please. Yes.
Pick some tank unit or something.
This one here?
Yeah, that's one. You see the number 14 in the yellow and in the green ring. That's a proficiency value. How good they are at doing their job, so to speak. So you get a modifier if you have 14 and the defender have a 12 or something. You get a modifier on the die roll on combat. And the 19 number, that is the assault strength, assault attack value. And the next one is the defense. And the third one is not movement, that is artillery value. And the one above it is the range. Yeah. And the number 4 there, it is the anti-aircraft value. And you see the small dots there above the 14 number.
Yeah.
That's the number of hits this unit can take.
That's its steps, is it, sort of thing?
Steps, yeah, that's the steps. It has 4 steps.
Ah, right.
And you put step losses under them when they receive losses.
So what's the movement? I'm being a bit dim here. If that's not on here, what's
they have all mechanized units have the same movement allowance. It's 12.
Ah, that looks cool. What else
so there are some leg units, especially on the Swedish, Finnish side. You have some border guards there that are semi-motorized.
What else? So let's have a look. We've got. Oh, that's the.
You can show the backside there if you zoom in here.
Yeah. Here we go.
These numbers here are the values per step value.
So this is the other side, the back side of the counter. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you receive a step loss, you deduct the value, this value from per step. So that's the value per step, and it's also the unit when it's not activated yet. It's not mobilized. But you see the green A some units have? That means they are...
Oh, here, yes, it's here, yeah.
They are a green A some more. Yeah, that means they are full strength at start.
Right. So to get step losses, instead of turning them over and then getting a replacement counter, turning that over, you put other counters on.
Yeah, you put the hit marker.
A little bit like a standard combat system, isn't it? Where they put the hits, the little skulls and crossbones on them. Yeah, that's interesting. What size are the counters? Because I've seen here.
On the Soviet side, there are regiments.
No, I mean the actual physical size. Are they half-inch or are they?
Oh, they are 14 millimeters.
Damn you! Hold on.
We're Americans here. We don't know what millimeters are.
I know what millimeters are.
I do too. I just don't have my conversion rate.
It's about sort of 3/4 inch. Yeah, they're quite big.
It is nice. It is 0.551181 inches.
Shut up, you. Right.
5/8.
5/8 then. That's not too bad. 5/8.
I have to note I haven't set the actual size of the counters yet because this is I can have them at any size I want.
Yeah,
if you haven't finalized it, of course, the bigger the counter, the bigger the maps. That's the only problem.
Yeah. I can easily change the size of the counters. It's just this program will automatically change the rows and stuff. So
cool.
No problem.
So this is really we've really come in at the ground level here on your game. So what we can do as time goes on, Patrik, we can get updates, can't we?
Yeah,
and we can broadcast them here, or we can have you back on the show in the future. You know, once there's some significant changes, just to see how it's progressing along. A lot of guys and girls in the chat will find that interesting. How a designer from virtually scratch, and this isn't from scratch, but how it progresses and how they change it. The rules, are they written yet?
Yeah, I did the playtest, so I have core rules down. But I changed a lot when I tested it. This doesn't work. This is clumsy and this is cumbersome. I have to make something else to.
I know this is a bit of a thing, but you have playtesters already sorted out, have you?
No, I playtested it myself.
Would you like playtesters?
Yeah, when I progress further.
When you're ready for them, come back and let us know. The people, our community here will just sort of be there to play test it for you. I would think, wouldn't you guys? Nice. Wouldn't you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think somebody already offered it already.
Have they?
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
live in
I told
Sweden,
you.
not too far away. Yeah. Can't
Patrick,
remember who it was.
when you release this game, what versions is it going to be? I'm assuming you're going to have an English version, but what other versions? Are you going to create a French version, a Spanish? What are we doing here?
I haven't planned any other language version. Would that be worth it, so to speak?
Well,
No, I mean, what about
I
your
have to print
Swedish people?
French. I don't know, but I don't know.
Russians?
I
Maybe Russians. I don't
I
know.
have not given that a thought, actually.
Well, you got to start thinking about these things. Come on, now.
yes.
Maybe I can write the rules in some other language if I can find someone to translate them and have them as a PDF or so. That would be quite easy.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I mean, I see a lot of Kickstarters and Game Found things going. Will it be in Italian? Will it be in Spanish? You know, I mean, where do you stop? I mean, English is a good.
You stop where you're not familiar with the language. You say.
Well, I suppose, but then you know you have to get.
Patrick is multilingual.
There's one you can. I think like Tom does. If you do like. You have to print some large series to print a game, and if you print 1,000 games and in French and you sell 50 of them, what are you going to do with the rest?
Exactly.
Put them on sale.
Yeah.
English. I know, and I don't envy you, Patrick. It is the dilemma of because you haven't got a. Well, I suppose if somebody knocks on the door, publisher knocks on the door, then it's up to them, isn't it? Really, what they do. Yeah. I would have thought. But if you're going to self-publish, you've got this nightmare. But
I talked to Tom about it. You can do like counters, laser cut counters with the print on demand, so that you can make.
But a game. How many counters is this going to have? This is not a small game, is it?
No, but that's why I split it in 3, so you get a normal box game. I don't know the actual. Because I don't know the number of markers so on yet.
Markers.
But if I would have all 3 together, that would be well over 2,000 counters.
Good.
Yeah.
Monster game.
That's why I divided it in 3. So
3 different games that you combine.
Yeah.
Much better.
They're asking what you got in the display. We know what it is. You're a bit of a modeler, aren't you?
It's plastic models that I built, and
he builds a lot of models. Well, you do ships. What do you do?
No, there's tanks and aircrafts. Various,
tanks and planes. You don't do ships, huh?
They take so much space.
They're fiddly as well. And if you have, they've got to be a certain size. Otherwise, it's pointless, isn't it? If they're like this, it's like 172 scale. It'd be not too good. But anything else you want to say? I mean, we've asked now. So the regimental.
Thank you for taking me on the show.
No. We've got plenty. We can come back anytime. Come back tonight. Before we finish. But it's regimental. It's operational, regimental, and divisional. Is that what you said?
Yeah, and the size of the hexes are 12 kilometers. And the turns are daily, 1-day turns.
Okay, let's cover the important things.
Yeah, go on.
Number of scenarios. How long does it take to play the game? And the complexity of the game. Let's talk numbers here.
The number of scenarios per game will be like half a dozen.
Okay, so like 6, 7, 8 scenarios. Okay.
That
range, how long if you're playing the full campaign in one of the boxes? If you're going to play the full campaign, how long is that? Is that 8, 10 hours, 20 hours? What are we talking?
Oh, it would be 20 hours. I think that range. I guess
many hours.
I haven't playtested that campaign yet. So
okay.
This is, let's be fair, guys. This is still in its very early stages. It's looking good what you've done already.
Yeah, very good.
What makes this
complexity?
Different?
Hang on. Let's talk about complexity. How complex from a scale, say 1, which is super simple, 10, which is super, super hard, where does your game going to fall in complexity?
I think about 6.
About 6. Okay.
Not bad.
All right.
Not bad. And what makes this different from other hex and counter games, especially Cold War Gone Hot games? Anything you've implemented in the mechanics that makes this a little different?
Yeah, the size of the units are the Soviets usually have divisions. I have regiments, and I have hits on the units. They are not just flipped and dead. So because I like most of Soviets have like 4 hits per regiment, but actually Swedish brigades have 6 hits because they have almost 6,000 men. And Soviet regiment, motorized rifle regiment, have 2,500. So that's why they get more hits. And there were some Finnish brigades that had, I think, close to 7,000 men, and even larger. So
I think Forlorn from your part of the world. Sorry, Patrick, from your part of the world, he's poked you. That sounds disgusting, but he's going to hook up when you start wanting local playtesters or something. But you let us know when you're ready to get some playtesters in, and then we'll get the community here on the channel and on the Facebook page to help you out, because they will, believe me. So, any questions?
Yeah, one thing about the basic things. I have the Air Force and Navies. We didn't talk about those so much.
Of course, they're the individual ships, aren't they?
Yeah, except the smallest, that they will be in flotillas, like Swedish patrol boats and stuff. They are in flotillas, but the larger submarines and stuff will be individual ships, and now, the Air Force will be squadrons.
Yeah, I'm interested in that, in the air and navy part, because most games are abstracted. Is this going to be an integral part of the game?
You're going to have all the squadrons they had. So,
yeah, but
they'll be very important.
Is there an air war rules and naval battle rules?
Yes, and Tom Van Harris helping me with the air war. Thomas
is getting his fingers into many pies. We're going to have to knock him down a peg or two. He's getting.
He lives very close by, so I can take my car and visit him. So
yeah, he's a lovely chap. Yeah.
How does combat handled? Is it on an odds ratio, or is it your attack is so many dice? How is combat done?
You have odds. Like the regular war games, but you can't, because you do it by formation. You can't like bunch up 3 divisions versus 1 brigade. You have that division, you have to attack with that. And then it's the opponent's turn to move a formation. So, but there is an initiative. So if you have the initiative per front, you can once per turn you can move 2 units in a row, so to speak. So you can attack with 1 formation, like division, then you can use your initiative and attack again before the opponents can. But that's just 1 per theater, so to speak.
Sounds interesting.
So that's the initiative. So you can't like attack. Normal war games have that you can attack from 3 hexes versus 1 guy. It doesn't work like that in my game, so the odds will be lower. So the die modifiers will be more important, and that's also one thing that maybe differs from other, because you use your artillery to soften up the defender first. Because I have artillery values, so you use artillery to get the modifier and the shaken defender and so on, and then you have the odds. Hopefully, with the good modifiers, you can get great results. And if you look at the history, they usually didn't have that. Many combats didn't have that, like 9-1 or 7-1 that you end up with. They had like 2-1 or maybe 1.5-1, something like that.
So stacking limits, Alistair asks, is there a stacking limit?
There is a stacking limit. There's a stacking limit.
Do you know what it is, or?
It's
You're
about
still
one
working.
division. Yeah.
Because you're going to get these questions. They're going to be asking them, Patrick.
Oh,
They're
yes.
like
Oh,
that.
yes. Oh, yes.
So any questions you want to ask Patrick about the game, about this new game that's still in its sort of embryonic stage? It's your chance. So is it chip pull or I go, you go?
It's I go, you go. You go back and forth until both sides pass. You can move one formation on or attack and do move whatever, and when that's finished, and the other player say I pass, and if you pass too, then turn is over.
That's the impulse. It's an impulse system game, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Impulse, instead of chip pull, you get to choose which formation you activate, obviously. And I always like those. Those to me are better than I move everything and then you move everything. That's just boring to me.
I wanted this so that not just one player get bored and can't do anything. And
Yep.
What? How many chits are we talking in each formation? Like when it's your turn to activate a formation, on average, how many chits are we talking? Are we talking like 3 or 4 chits? Or are we talking like 15 or 20?
No, one formation is a division in a Soviet army will have 5. If they normally have 4 divisions, you have 4 formations plus the army units. That's one formation too, so that's 5. And then you have the equivalent in the NATO.
Okay.
That'll teach you to be late, Nordic.
Nordic, come on, man. What kind of rookie question is that? Someone banned him.
It is in May 1982, when at the same time as the Falklands War.
Yeah. They timed it when the Royal Navy, God bless it, is fighting elsewhere. The Rotters.
I actually want when I looked at 1982, it was kind of. I liked it because they had some of the older gear. You don't see so much these aircraft and ships and stuff that are there. So cool. 1982 still. I mean, when I saw the Swedish one, I found we had destroyers, and because they actually decommissioned the Swedish destroyers in the last of June 1982. So I got them in.
Nice. Cheeky. So if you've got any other questions, then put them in the chat. But what we're going to do now is give Patrick a bit of a rest. So what do you want to do? Do you want to do your Jeopardy, or shall I do me history just to break it up a bit? What do you fancy?
I am ready to go if you are.
Then behave yourself, Nordic.
Uh-oh.
Oh, if you haven't, by the way, just to let you know, the like button is, I think we've been having problems with the like button. If you could just test the like button and push it just to see if it works.
That would be wonderful. We need to make sure
we think it's broke. So just make sure see if it's working. Give it a click if you don't mind. And I say it every week, but if you haven't subscribed to these 2 reprobates, then make sure you do. Okay.
I have to say one thing to I have to apologize to everyone because I was stupid enough to not bring my PC to my vacation, so I couldn't prepare, get the best screenshots. And
they were fine. They look really good. Don't worry about that, Patrick. And as we've told everybody, this is just in its infancy. It looks a great game. And as time goes on and as things develop, you'll let us know, and if you can, we'll get you back, and you can update us all. So don't worry about that. I think we're just making it aware to everyone because everybody likes a new designer, a new game, a new look at things. And because it's set in a different part of the Cold War gone hot sort of.
And I can add those that are still like the Central Europe thing, that will come later too.
You've got to do one, haven't you, to appease them? Like another blooming argument.
Yeah, I have all order of battle and everything, so that's no problem.
All right. Just making sure.
Well, I am. So we have a little game that I do where I think of a game. Patrick, I'm thinking of a game.
Yeah.
And then you ask a question, and yes or no question, and I answer it, and we go around in a circle until somebody guesses the game.
You have 20 questions in
You
Sweden.
have
don't
20
you?
guesses. Let's see if you can guess it. So you get to start because you're the guest. So ask
So
a
you've got to
question.
guess this game. It's probably very obscure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yes. So I have to think about the game. And
No,
and
no,
then
I
you-
thought of
no.
the game. I have.
We've got
it
to
in my
ask him
head.
a question that he
Okay,
can answer.
You're
okay,
asking the
okay,
question.
okay.
Yes, you're asking the question.
Okay. What
And
period is
you're
it?
trying to beat Ruff and Tony because
Cheers, everyone.
it shouldn't
what
be
time-
too hard.
What time period is it in?
No,
No,
it's not a
it
yes
has to
or
be
no.
a yes
Is it?
or no question.
Oh, okay. Is it pre-1950?
Oh, he's got
Pre
the idea.
1950? No, it's
He's
not.
got the idea.
1950.
He's got the idea.
Oh, it's
Tony?
not pre-1950. Is it pre-1975?
Is it pre 1975? No, it is not pre 1975.
Okay, so Korea's out. Basically, Vietnam and earlier is
So
out.
we're talking either Cold War gone hot, or tomorrow, or
Can I guess?
no. Oh,
You gotta wait your turn, Patrick.
no, come on, stop. I know you're a guest and we love you, but come on, play the game.
Yeah.
Goodness.
No, Ruff, that'll help us. We'll actually lose. We'll actually get, if he gets it right.
All right, you can have a guess if you want, Patrick.
No, I don't guess. It's
No.
too.
Wait a minute, it's my go, and then it's your go,
It's your
Patrick.
go.
Hold on,
Yeah,
wait a minute,
yeah.
wait a minute. He's keen. This is what we like. So, is it post 1990? Is it after 1990? Oh, I always get a question where he does this and he thinks, and I go, oh, God.
Yes and no.
Thanks. Patrick, go on.
And when you see the reason why, you'll know why I answered it that way. All right, Patrick, back to you.
Yeah, what do you think? It's post, it could be post, not, yeah, anyway. Let's see
Is
what
it,
nonsense we
is
get
it
up to.
set in Europe?
No, it is not set in Europe.
Good question.
Good question. They're learning, Patrick.
Yes, he comes.
It took these guys years to figure out these good questions.
Is it set in the Middle East?
It is not set in the Middle East. No.
Okay, interesting.
Blimey. It's not Europe, and we're including in Europe, of course. I would have thought the
I
eastern
have a
part
guess,
of
I have a
Europe.
guess.
So Europe, not east or west. Yeah, is that what we're saying? It's not
Yes.
set in Europe, not Middle East.
Nope, which is weird. There's not much else.
Well, I'm going to go and just get the game companies out of the way. Is it a GMT game? Don't think it is.
It is a GMT game.
Oh, well, hush my mouth.
Hush your mouth. So it's a GMT game. Yes.
Yeah. I can't see them, can you?
Nope.
Your mate.
I don't know because
Patrick's turn. You guys shut up.
Yeah. Is it based on real events, or is it what real events?
It is based
What
upon real events. Yes.
Oh, so it's not.
because you said it's both 1990 before and after, yes and no, so that automatically knocks Mitch out.
It's a GMT game.
Mm-hmm.
Does it mean it's like a? Does it mean it's not set on planet Earth?
Oh, is it Labyrinth?
It is not Labyrinth.
Oh, I know it is. Damn it! I know what it is now. Shoot.
I probably don't own it then if it's one of them.
No,
type
you don't
of
own
games.
I can guess on the only
Now
game.
you have to, it's Ruff's turn. Patrick, just wait your turn now.
Yeah.
It's not Mr. President because that's 2000s.
Yes,
No, it's not Mr. President.
I know that.
but is it one of the expansions or of? Is it Twilight? We said Twilight Struggle, did you or not?
No, we did not. We did not say Twilight Struggle.
Is it Twilight Struggle?
No, it is not Twilight Struggle.
Patrick.
Berticelli's got it.
I don't. I'm
wasn't
so
even-
unsure what
I wasn't even looking at the
GMT
chat.
games there were, but I would guess the Kremlin, because the Soviet Union existed until 91. So
I think you're in the right ballpark.
Kremlin,
there, but-
Kremlin. If that was GMT, I'm not sure.
Is this a question? I didn't hear a question.
No, it's the game Kremlin.
Is the
Yeah.
is the so your question is it the game Kremlin?
Yeah.
No, it is not the game Kremlin. Sorry,
I think
Patrick.
it's been got, hasn't it, Tony?
Well, he said not in Europe, so it can't
Oh,
be
'cause
that
that's
one.
1989, isn't that the sort of
Yeah.
takeover in Poland thingy?
No, that's Germany. Particularly, that's the fall of Germany, Central Europe, fall of Central Europe, Germany, Czechoslovakia, the fall of communism. But that's Europe. We're looking at the wrong time because he said it's not Europe.
Right.
But he said it wasn't the Middle East either, I think.
No, so it can't be distant plain. Well, technically it could be, but
It's a GMT game.
I know I'm looking at.
Distant Plain, no, you said that, didn't you? Or not?
No, well, that's
No.
no.
You see the nonsense we get up to, Patrick. We're supposed to be a bona
I
fide
have an
war
idea. I
game
have an
blog.
idea.
Like this is not that hard. Question, Tony. Let's go. Come on.
I'm looking. Hold your horses.
You wouldn't see this sort of nonsense on Whiskey Charlie. They're a proper vlog war game.
Oh my God. Let's go.
Oh,
Is it?
crapola.
Should I ask? Shall I ask?
No, it's not
No,
your
it's not
turn. You
that
gotta wait
one.
on your partner who's delaying because he
I
thinks
have
he's
no
gonna
idea. Like,
ask a
it's-
question.
Let's say,
Let's
is it?
go.
You know,
okay, is it in Asia? Does it take place in Asia?
No, it does not take place in Asia.
oh, is it a coin game?
It is a coin game.
Right.
I'm looking at all.
No.
You've got it. You've got it.
There
I'm sure
was
you've
there
got it.
was there was a game I played many years ago about there was an insurgency in Nicaragua.
That looks like it.
Around with insurgencies, you have these guerrillas and stuff, but I can't remember what's the name of this game.
It begins with an A.
Come on, Patrick. Come on, Patrick. Pull the trigger, baby.
Begins
Come
with
on.
an A.
Come
No.
on.
No, not that one. It was called. I
Oh.
can't remember what was.
Well,
called.
it's either that one.
It's either that
I can't
one,
remember.
but I think it's that one, or it's that one.
Not that one. No, not that one I thought thinking about. At least. What was that? Damn. Okay, let me ask this question then. Is it set in Central America?
Yes, it is set in Central America.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it my go or Tony?
Now, Tony, you have a
Tony's
free
go.
goal now
Tony.
without a goalkeeper.
That's Indian Abyss. If
Yes,
it's a coin game.
it is Alien Abyss.
Okay, okay.
Congratulations, Tony. Ruff, I shared my screen with you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see. I didn't even look down there, so I didn't see.
No,
it.
I just did it because I didn't want you cheating me ahead of time.
No, that's fine. Oh,
Can anyone remember this old game about the insurgency in Nicaragua? What it's called? I can't remember.
In Nicaragua,
Yeah, I think there was Nicaragua and the other countries too, and you have the Americans and everything in there.
is it a GMT or Compass game?
I can't remember.
not a
Not
GMT
Compass.
game.
It wasn't founded then. It was like in the 80s or something.
Well, I couldn't tell you. Have no
Oh,
idea.
that was an old game.
Yeah.
But you did well, Patrick. You almost
you
had
did.
it. You
You
should have
got-
guessed. You should have
you got
guessed.
Yeah.
I knew Tony was
But
gonna
I would
guess.
have guessed. I would have guessed of this old game, so it was.
Oh, I know
wrong
what you're.
anyway.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm thinking, was it Angola? Oh no, it's Africa. What about?
No, it was Venezuela, Nicaragua,
Central America?
Mexico.
It's like Central
America.
America. It's
Yeah.
I know exactly. It's
That's an old game.
Meandering
Yes.
Mike has it.
Yeah,
Central America by Victory
Central
Games.
America.
I bet that was
Yeah.
it.
Maybe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, because
Good
that
job,
one I
guys. Good
actually
job.
looked for it. Yep.
Can you unshare your thing, please, Jester? Because I'll click on it and then kick you. Thank you, like I did last time. Yeah,
All
well
right,
done.
We
Well
also
done, Patrick.
we
Thanks
also
for joining
do a-
in.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Today-
Have a nice
history
evening,
type
everyone.
Do you want history?
We do honor history. We like to find out what happened in today in history. So
18th of
And
November.
of course, like everything that happens in history, for some reason, has something to do with the British. Go ahead,
God
bro.
bless them. Lock and load, by the way. Cheers. Right. So here we go. 18th of November. Sorry, Patrick, do you want to say something for a start? Or
No. Should I? Can I leave or?
no. You stay. You stay.
Of course, then I stay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Absolutely.
I'm
happy. I'm happy.
No, I've locked the stream. You can't leave till it finishes.
We go for 2 hours, Patrick. So if you want to stick around, you can stick around. We go for 2 hours.
If you want, of course, if you want to leave, you can leave, of course. But you're welcome to stay. We're not going to kick you out. You stay and just join in with the rest of the nonsense.
Yeah, whatever. We talk about whatever. And we're going to talk some more about your game in a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go. 18th November, 1809. In a naval action during the Napoleonic Wars, French frigates defeat British East India men in the Bay of Bengal. So there you go. We got
British again.
They were East Indian men. So 1809 again. No, I did that one. 1812, Napoleonic Wars. The Battle of Krasnoye ends in a French defeat, but Marshal of France Michel Ney's leadership leads to him becoming known as the bravest of the brave. And this was occurring during Napoleon's retreat at Moscow. I'm starting to sound like an American. Moscow, for goodness sake.
It's Moscow.
It's not. It's Moscow.
It's Moscow. I know.
Guys.
I know.
1852. The state funeral of the Duke of Wellington took place today in 1852 at St. Paul's Cathedral.
That's 2.
Yeah, it was one of the biggest events ever held in London. Known as the Iron Duke, he was the Tory Prime Minister from 1828 to 1830. His hereditary title was derived from the Somerset town of Wellington and was created for Arthur Wellesley, the first Marquis of Wellington. The Wellington Monument is located on the highest point of the Blackdown Hills, about 1.9 miles from the town of Wellington. 1916, General Douglas Haig called off the Battle of the Somme in Europe after 5 months of futile battle, a battle which included the first use of tanks. In 141 days, the British had advanced just 7 miles and failed to break the German defence. The Allied advance claimed 420,000 British and 195,000 French casualties. German losses, though, were over 650,000. Good grief. 1940, World War II. German leader Adolf Hitler, and because I can't say it because it will get demonetized, and Italian foreign minister, I can never say his name, Galeazzo Ciano meet to discuss Benito Mussolini's disastrous Italian invasion of Greece. And it was
disastrous.
Disaster, yeah.
That's being nice, actually.
That is being nice. Yeah. We didn't like them. We sorted them out. Anyway, 1943, World War II, Battle of Berlin. 440 Royal Air Force planes bombed Berlin, causing only light damage and killing 131. The RAF loses 9 aircraft and 53 air crew. Crikey. And lastly, let me get this up ready because it's another plane thing, if I can remember. There it goes. Where are we? Because we do like airplanes. Where are we? The McDonnell Douglas F/A-18 Hornet makes its first flight as the Navy Air Test at the Navy Air Test Center in Maryland, United States. Let's get it up. This is another good-looking thing here. Let's see if I can get it up. Oh, that don't sound right.
I was about to say.
Let's see if I can get the picture. There, look at that. Glorious, glorious. The McDonnell Douglas F/A-18 Hornet is an all-weather supersonic twin-engine carrier-capable multi-role combat aircraft designed as both a fighter and an attack aircraft, hence the FA designation. The Hornet first saw combat during the 1986 United States bombing of Libya and subsequently participated in the 1991 Gulf War and 2003 Iraqi War. The FA-18 Hornet served as the baseline for the Boeing FA-18EF Super Hornet, its larger evolutionary redesign, which supplanted both the older Hornet and the F-14 Tomcat in the US Navy. There we are today.
May I add something there?
Of course you can.
And the FA-18, because I researched it, it would be nice with some FA-18 unit in the game. But the first one actually was active in 1983, and it was a Marine air squadron.
So it hadn't filtered through. So
no, not until the year after.
Yeah. Oh, well, nice. There we go. But I did mention it in case it was something to do with you, Patrick. So, but there we are. You put us right. It wasn't there because it hadn't filtered through.
No.
Yes, you had to research all these different planes and find out.
I had to research every U.S. squadron, which aircraft carrier they were currently on in May 1982. So I got that right finally, and the Marine squadrons too.
Nice.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I was going to ask this earlier. I didn't want to break what you were talking about at the time. How long have you been working on this project already, there, Patrick?
A few years. Can't remember. Was it? It was a pandemic, something like that. And during the pandemic, there.
So like 2019, 2020.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah, 2020. Yeah.
So people think that like getting a game and just putting it together is like, you can do that in like 6 months. I mean, sure. No, it takes like years and years and years of prepping and planning and testing and
I made it extra difficult for myself because there are many Order of Battle for the 1989 period, because that's when they had the CFE data exchange. All the units are accounted for. So, but I had to rewind it back to 1982, see what everyone got at that time. So that was more difficult.
Yep, I was going to say that. Look, you can if you're Herman.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Game. Herman. Our mate Herman Loopman. Yeah, I mean, Mike's got, had some games out, and there's one we're all waiting for, but because it's with GMT, we've been waiting yonks. It goes through the art department, comes back, does this, does that. So it takes an absolute age. So
it's getting there. It's progressing. I know personally, it's progressing.
Which is good.
Yeah, he's churning them out.
Yeah. Hey, Ruff. Share my screen. Speaking of Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to do your bit now?
Yeah. Speaking of Thomas, look what's out on
Griffon
Games.
Yeah.
So, this looks great. It's got the little maps. It's got all the counters. I don't have to play arts and crafts anymore because I suck at arts and crafts.
I like doing it, but that's great. They're done.
Yeah. So, it's got everything, the operational phases. It even has the individual maps, even though they're not needed or anything like that.
They're bling. They're bling. This is going to be maybe one of my subjects for my future thing is how we bling our stuff up. I love blinging up our games.
You do need to still buy the book from Amazon. This is just the bits and pieces, which I already have. And so I'm a visual person, so it takes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. He posted it up, and I think I bought it the next day. And hey, for $35, I'm happy about that. I'll take that any day. I should have it.
All the counters, all the maps, everything, all the play aids, everything.
Yep.
You don't have
to. And he already got his Battle of Britain game as a box too.
Yeah, the tally ho's already there. I don't have tally ho.
I have the book. I have bought the book, so I want.
I had tally ho. I don't have tally ho, but I have this one, and I was looking forward for him to get this one out. So
I'm lucky enough to have them all, and in the tally ho box game, you get an extra scenario. You get Operation Sea Lion, which you can try and stop them nasty Germans from taking over the brilliant land of United Britain.
And I can ask for you who had the Warfighter game? You had that with the monsters.
Jester.
Yes,
The fantasy one, yeah.
Will we see a review of that game from you?
Yes, you will. Absolutely.
Looking forward.
I cannot wait to review this game because, well, Patrick, you brought it up, so now you have to.
I would like such a game that I can play with my friends in an evening with some beers and stuff, and that would be great.
It's a solo game, but you can play it cooperatively by taking a couple of teams out. You know, each being a command. Yeah, it's good because you're World War II.
Not solo. It's 1 to 5.
Okay,
right. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's actually 1 to 5. So, and like I said, it's from a company that I just have a love-hate relationship with, and I'm hoping for the best. Let's just say I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that this is.
I'm hoping it stinks.
He doesn't want to purchase them
because I've got the Warfighter World War II stuff, and believe you me, that's full of cards. And the Warfighter.
The problem with Warfighter, if you're not familiar, is every month they release a new expansion pack. So you have to continue buying the packs, so you have more units and more weapons and more countries and all that stuff. So
yeah, hey, Berticelli's got a good point. Jeff, that's his YouTube channel. Jeff is doing a great playthrough of it.
He hated it.
Of what?
Fantasy.
He corrected himself because he found out he got some stuff done. But yeah,
he
was annoyed by it because of the rules.
Eric, yes, if you're talking about Tom's games, yes, you have to have rule book. These are just the printed things that the counters and play aids and all that sort of stuff. Sorry, I just trying to look through the question for Patrick. Do you see that, Patrick? Yeah.
Before some years ago, it was World War II. I built a lot of stuff from World War II, but now I build Cold War and modern stuff. The games kind of goes together. So a little bit of both. I built some a year ago. I built a World War I airplane. So that was very fun to build, actually.
I used to like building them. Yeah.
Yeah. So, now, do you build them or do you buy like a kit and then build them from a kit?
You buy a plastic model kit and put it together and
paint it. The old Airfix kits, British, yeah. But yeah, because Nordic's a model builder as well.
Yeah, quite a few people on her. There's a Hissy Cat and Not Jay are big model builders
and
over their channel.
Miniature war gamers. They play
Wardrobe and McMurray. They all build stuff, so they're always building stuff together and painting and doing all that. Do you paint them? Do you paint as well as build them?
Yeah, I can show you one.
Yeah.
Come and show us. Just going through the chat, they're saying the rule fighter, the fantasy rules aren't great.
Is it so bright?
Hold on, let me. How do we do this then? How do we zoom in on?
We'll get rid of Alistair.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, sorry, Alistair.
And then change.
Maybe the light is too bright here.
No,
that's all right. Drag him. No, do that and drag him over.
No, I can't see him. He's gone.
Oh, okay, all right. Then you click on a different.
Because I can see myself. Maybe it's just.
I don't know how to do this.
This is a MiG-31.
Let's see what that says.
Oh, hang on, Patrick. Hang on. We're set.
Here we go.
All right, Patrick. It's all about you, Patrick.
I think the light is too bright to see the stuff.
Here, I like the old what you've done on the camouflage
out there, Patrick. Show us up.
Yeah. It's just gray, but it's kind of worn.
Nice. Very nice. And so, like, how long would that take you to build something like that?
This one took, I don't know.
It's a nice big.
Weeks, maybe. I built like an hour a night, maybe. And when I built this, and it took
How long does that
few
weathering
weeks.
take to do?
The weathering was quite fast. Let's
You just put it outside for a couple weeks.
Oh, you mate.
I'm too funny. These are nice, Patrick. These are nice. Very nice.
I'm getting quite good at this, aren't I? Look, I want to know how to do it.
You're not that good there, Ralph.
No, well,
calm down.
I
Calm
can-
down. Calm down.
I can show you another one tank. If
Yeah.
you like.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see another one.
See, he's another one. Look, he's another one.
Oh my gosh, he is bald, isn't he?
Yeah. Good-o. Get rid of that, Tony. Get rid of the rest of it. You're fighting a losing battle there. Get rid of it.
I leave that up to my wife.
Here. This is a Sturm Tiger.
Ooh, nice,
Nice.
nice.
You have the interior, but you can't see it, and it is
Very
You
nice.
see,
it's difficult with the
I'd
light.
love
here
to get
and
back in.
show
I'd
it.
love to get back into modelling, but the wife puts up with all these games and these dust gatherers. You know, as she calls them.
Yeah, I have them in a glass.
Yeah, I haven't
yeah.
got room. Terrible, but that looks lovely.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Looks good. Tony, how you doing,
You
man?
can see,
okay?
you can see in my
I'm good.
shoulder here. There's this double decker. And the back, it's so fragile, so I don't dare to move it. It breaks.
What's that, like a diorama or something you got there?
No, not the armor, really. There is some
Oh,
base. on
What
some-
do the
some-
price of those models go for nowadays? It's been years and years and years since I've built a model.
What do you want in dollars?
They're not too bad still. I've been to a few shops. They're actually
What's
not
your
too bad.
favorite model brand, Patrick?
I mean, there are so many different. So I can't really. I buy
Now,
from.
do you do all the like trimming, all the extra, and sand it down and make it so
Yes.
that everything is super
course you do.
smooth and
Yeah,
fits perfect?
you have to do that if you're gonna get it right. There are so many. Speaking of, you have the warfighter. It's in the model building. It's the same thing. You can buy all the extras you want. You can buy if you buy a tank. I want the metal barrel because it's like much more accurate, and you don't have the. You get it completely round. You can buy metal tracks.
Yeah, I was gonna say all the
or
tracks,
especially tracks that are looks better, and you can buy all sorts of extra things they had on the tank, like extra
Yes, John.
gear, sandbags, and figures, and you can buy stuff to a model that's make it cost 3 times as much as the original.
You buy
No
the model.
problem.
You buy the model. Then it's
Extra decals and everything.
third-party stuff that you can add on and add on.
Oh
all the
yes,
extra
oh
stuff.
yes,
Yeah.
oh yes.
You bling your models, is what you're
Yeah.
telling me. All right.
You're
I have-
doing
I have
exactly
too many-
Esther. That's
I have
right.
too
You're
many hobbies
blinging your
already.
model.
I don't
That's all I
need
need
another
to know. That's all I need to know.
Like we bling out war
Patrick.
games.
That's a money pit.
Patrick,
Go into that.
here I'm calling you out now. I'm giving you an opportunity. Best game that you've played in the last year. Best game, like
Any
besides
game.
your game, obviously. Best game that you
I haven't
played in the
played.
last
I
year.
haven't played much. Last game, I think it was the Goss game. I played some.
Goss.
The God.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. But
What'd you think of
it is. I think it's too complex for me.
It is a bit complex, yes, and a
Yeah.
bit big.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward with the movement, and I always get, I forgot this rule, and there are a bit many rules. But
Do
it's
you
great.
and, you and Thomas get together and play face to face games or no?
We haven't played face to face. He's busy designing, and
He's
I
too
am.
busy getting his books out, isn't he? But
Yeah,
God
yeah.
bless him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we have
we're-
got together.
Okay.
We have met.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. no,
We haven't played.
That we're
Good
turning
one.
into
Well,
airfix
We'll run you
into an
40
airfix
million.
plumbing thing here. Look,
Hmm.
yeah,
There you
they're
got the
not
prices.
cheap. They're not cheap. I remember as a kid, you could buy the.
I'm going to show Patrick my
Go and
something.
get yours. I was going to say, if you got yours handy, I remember as a kid being able to buy the Airfix kits in a plastic bag with a cardboard bit at the top.
Yeah.
Get the old Spitfire. But there we go.
Oh,
Look,
there,
that looks like a 148. Yeah.
That's
Look at that. What do you think of that?
Hold on.
It's
Let
Italian
me
one.
do the
Yeah.
same. There we go.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Italian Stuka.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell just by the design what it is. Look at that. Beauty, huh?
Is it the yellow markings? Was it the Eastern Front one? Or
Yes.
did they have those on Eastern Front?
Yes. I forget who it was modeled after. I've got
Oh, it's an
several.
Italian. It's an Italian one.
It's an Italian one. Yeah, I've got
God, this is taking a turn, isn't it, Tone? What's going?
It's not my hobby.
yeah, the
you
last.
know?
I used to as a lad.
262.
I used to.
Yeah.
Then we
I
got
was-
the what do you think of that? Look at that.
yeah.
I mean, 262.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That
Is
does
that a
look cool.
beaut? Ooh,
does
yeah,
Interesting
baby.
camo there. That's the bomber version, yeah.
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 That does look good.
Last, well, not last. I've got several more over there. But
No, I'll tell you what, Mike's got it there. Look, see,
Oh, there you got, what is it, a G6 maybe? BF109?
and see, you can see mine's
Oh
falling
no,
apart.
it got the cannons under there. Yeah, could be.
Mine's falling apart. It's been moved to.
No, it's got a bomb.
yeah.
It's got a bomb too.
It's yeah. Hmm. I
get a
got
bit of
to.
out. Yeah.
Well, that red marking there, that I guess isn't that GG 300 unit? That was defense
You
in Germany,
are
I think. I'm not that good at
head.
aircraft,
You are
but,
way over my head. On
Isn't
that.
it embarrassing when we get guests on that know their stuff?
Well, I tell you, I don't know. Congratulations.
It's great. Oh, it's great.
Anyways, that's I got some more back there, but yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, as a kid.
I just thought since we were talking about models,
Yeah, and it's
I'm gonna
good.
show you a couple of mine. So
I mean,
It's good to
it's
see that.
something I did as a kid, but of course, you know, it's just where do you put them when you move out and you.
yeah, well, you see where mine are all stacked up? They're sitting in my
Yeah,
chair
yeah.
because I've literally got nowhere else to put them because I got boxes and games everywhere.
Yeah,
But you gotta. It looks like you have a comfy chair there that you can sit and read the rules.
No, that is to put my planes in because I got nowhere else to put
Okay.
them.
look, Mike's not impressed. Look, he's not impressed.
Wow. Hey, we're showing you World War II planes. What do you want? I mean,
Yeah,
come
it's
on.
cool. It's
These
cool.
are World War II. This is in honor of Stuka, man.
If
This
he's
is
not,
nice.
if he's not
Go,
got
man.
bored and gone. But there we go. So that's
Berticelli likes your three little Stukas in the set of the box
yeah.
better.
I did show him that, but yeah, you're going to get rid of those at our New Year show, are you?
Yeah,
We can't find them now.
I gotta find them. I wonder if I got rid of them. I might have finally just got pissed off and threw them out.
That did look nice. The 262.
Yeah, you did a good job with the airbrush there.
Thanks.
Yeah, it is.
It's been
But
a long
also,
time, so
I find
So-
it's a
wargaming.
wonderful
Yeah.
hobby.
Sorry, Tom.
So-
Go on.
So one of the things I was learning today,
Bring us back.
well, I'm going to bring us back and then take us off on a different tangent, but it's related. It is related. So I was reading about magic in the early Middle Ages today, and they had, which it really isn't magic. It's like what we know as holistic medicine now, basically. But they did divination, and of course, divination is knowing the future. But there is a manual on how to do it with dice. And I was thinking about how bad our lives would be defined if we actually rolled dice to figure out what our life is going to be like.
Your life would be, Tony, the way you throw dice.
It depends. If it's not a vassal dice roller, I'm okay. But if it's the vassal dice roller, It just depends on where it's at in its rotation of. But
Well,
seriously, so that like you would roll dice, and then there's this chart you look at to figure out whether it happens or not. Kind of like the Magic 8-Ball, I'm thinking.
Is it like these cards, tarot cards, or
Yeah,
whatever?
like the tarot cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was tarot cards, I'd probably be okay.
I tell you what, I've got.
But I have one thought about these tarot cards, because if I get a reading, I say they pull out 3 cards, and then they reshuffle them, and then if they do another drawing, they must draw the exact same 3 cards, because you get a completely different road in life if you make another.
Yeah,
reading.
I've got so many
weird.
packs of tarot cards because of what I used to do in being a magician. Tarot cards, got them coming out my ear holes. And you've got numerology, of course, which is telling the fortune by dice, which is a similar sort of thing that you were talking about, I think, Tony, where the roll of the dice or the bones, or whatever, and or the sigils, the old Nordic,
the runes,
runes, that's the word.
Yes, they all converted into Latin for some reason. Like after they converted, everything went into Latin, and then I have no idea why it'd go to Latin. Go figure out.
Which is interesting, because if you listen to the story of King Arthur, like it's in Latin, like they spoke Latin, believe it or not. Like the original King Arthur spoke Latin.
Okay. First of all, King Arthur did not exist. So
how do you know about King Arthur? Shush now, hush your mouth.
Now there was a king at the time of when King Arthur was there that did do a lot of this rebelling against the Romans. So that part was true. But they didn't wear knights like everybody thinks they're there. Everybody thinks they're like middle-aged knights, and they're not. They're like Roman time knights, so they're not going to be on the silver armor and stuff like that. But yes, they did have the reason why they spoke Latin or was in Latin is because it was written after the conversion of Italy of Britain. And actually, I found out so it was the Nordic regions like Sweden and Norway that were converted last. And like part of Ireland were the last ones actually converted over to Christianity. But then there's even debate. Right. Was there really conversion? Because people just did like the cultural things of Christianity, like the baptism and last rites. Was it actually converted? Because there was still a lot of old-timey traditions and stuff that would be eventually considered magic going on after the convert. It's really an interesting topic.
It feels like I'm at one of your lectures, Tony.
I know.
Yes, I know.
I think next week's subject is writing itself, Tony.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have is Latin a dead language? Discuss. But there we go. Look, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
What?
It's on your table.
I have not touched that for like 3 weeks.
Oh,
I set
combat.
It up.
Okay,
combat.
I didn't see what it was.
Yeah, I haven't.
Oh, you're doing combat as well. Yeah, I'm doing combat.
Well, you got me wanting to do it, but then I was like, I haven't touched it for 3 weeks.
They're both playing combat, but neither one is actually playing it. They're just setting it up.
I've recorded. There'll hopefully be a thing out next week. But Wolfpack, we're all looking forward to this, Mike. Hurry up.
That's what you said last week. Oh,
I know, but life happens. Life happens. So
every week life happens.
Yeah, it does. There's a lot of
turmoil. Here's a question.
A lot of turmoil. Right? Get on with your question. Right. I was going to ask
Talk to me about this. If anybody's played this in the chat, because I am really considering cracking the shrink off and getting this sucker out. And
what is it called?
I want to know what am I getting myself into, boys?
It's called Prime Minister. It's
Prime Minister.
It's Victorian politics. It's a Euro.
I read a text monster. Wasn't that wrong then?
Prime Monster. He said Prime Monster. He said he was
Prime Monster.
I love it. That's
what am I getting myself into? Is anybody playing this? Is it good? Is it?
I've watched a playthrough from some chap that for some reason has got access to Plum Island tabletop simulator weeks and months before us, and we were told, Herman told us we are the first, and wag wag wag. He also got it for Prime Minister, but it does look a good game. It looks a little bit like, do you remember we played with Tweez? We played 1918. Was it?
Versailles 1918.
Versailles. Yeah.
I think it's part of that series. It's part of that series.
You know what I did have in my GMT cart, speaking of blue tweezers, right? What did we play with blue tweezers that was from GMT other than Fields of Fire? Do you remember the other game?
Space Corps.
Space Corps. So I actually had Space Corps and the expansion in my carts. What do you guys think? Should I get it?
I've got it. I haven't played it.
Didn't ding me dinglies.
But I like economic games, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it. I dig economic games.
I mean, it's a solitaire, or can you play in solitaire?
Yeah, it's got a whole mode for just solitaire. Yeah.
I'm thinking I might be picking that up because that's one of the few games I don't own.
No, it didn't ding me. No, it wasn't Gladstone. It was the Queen's Surgeon. If you watch that film.
Oh, and the other one I didn't get was Southern Cross, and I'm like,
Oh no, you should have got. Well, if you're not played Flying Colors yet, then maybe
my Flying Colors is right there on the shelf. Yeah. I can see the box. But I mean, just add that to the other 7.
Berticelli says yes for Space Corps, like with a bunch of exclamation points.
Yeah, it didn't. I know.
It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. It fits a lot of what he likes. So.
Yeah, and Tweez is saying Solo is quite good.
Solo is quite good. Okay. Well, back to my original question, boys. I'm still waiting to hear.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, even though it's not a war game.
What do you think? I
think it looks good. I think the playthrough this chap was doing, because it's very simplified, because there wasn't a Labour Party. There were two parties. I mean, now we've got like Labour, Conservative, we've got Liberals, we've got a few other things coming across. But in the days of this, even though the Labour Party, I think, was formed in 1900, and that goes up to 1900, you've just got the two parties. You've got the Conservatives and the Liberals. And it's all about them trying to pass laws and things and acts, and you trying to stop them and passing ones that you think are going to boost yours. Yeah. It's really good, and you've got it looks quite good. So I'm looking forward to it. And of course,
really interesting that they brought. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is it a game where you have to cooperate to progress the country? Or
let me tell you, you can play it cooperatively as well, because you play it as a 2-player game. One is the Conservative, one is the Liberals, or you can play it sort of cooperatively, where you work with, you've got 2 Liberals, 2 Conservatives, you work to, those teams work together to try and boost, although there's a little bit of backstabbing, because to win, you've got to become Prime Minister. So you're not going to be cooperative right at the end. You're going to stab your partner in the back. Or you can play solo. And they've got a thing called a clockwork solo bot, where, by the sound of it, you've got a certain amount of time to try and win. So it looks quite good.
Yeah.
Tony, you picked this up? There you go.
All right. I haven't got mine yet.
Your other ones?
No, that was it. I've got. I have. So with the 50% sale, I have the rest of them coming, except for the.
Okay, yeah. That's what I meant, was you got the other one.
Oh yeah. I didn't get to Pacific. That doesn't interest me right now. I'm still kind of cold on the Pacific stuff. I'm not digging it so much yet.
He says the guy that wants Thomas's new box game.
Well, that's planes. It's different. It's planes. Come on, it's World War II planes.
Planes. Okay, I'll let you off.
I did pick up People Power to complete my coins collection. So I picked People Power up, and I picked up the Berkt Emperor because I was just waiting, and I was like, hey, I should add this. And because it wasn't quite ready right away, the code wasn't quite working for about an hour. And so I'm like, let's just add this. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh,
I'll tell you what, it worked for me. People were moaning. Luckily for me, I'd forgotten about the sale. And
It was an hour. It was literally an hour.
I know, but Tweez texted me and said, "Oh, it's gone down," and I missed the message. He said, "Oh, it's back up now." And I went, "Oh, I better get on." And in my excitement, I ordered two down. I ordered a downfall, and I thought I messed it up, and I started again. But I ordered two downfalls, and credit to the people who, the person I spoke to. You know, they've got the live chat on there. I clicked. Somebody answered. I said, "Help! I've ordered two downfalls." She said, "What's?" They said, "What's your email address?" I gave them the email address.
No. The question was, she said, "Oh, you're a Brit." Oh, okay, that explains.
You idiot. And she went, "What's your email address?" I said, "roughswordsman@gmail." She went, "Oh, it's you, is it?" So she said, "What's the problem?" I said, "I've been a bit of an idiot. I've ordered two of the downfalls." She said, "Yeah, I can see that. What do you want to do? Do you want me to?" I said, "Please." So she got rid of, I assume it's a she. Apologies if it's not. They said, "Well, remove it for you." And it was like, done. Brilliant. So kudos to GMT. At that time when the sale was going, it must have been murder. Must have been like, bedlam.
Okay, so there are 3 companies still with sale. Revolution still has a sale through November. So if you want that.
Oi.
Compass is through January 31st. So you have a little bit of time for the Compass sale. They always do it. They take a while. And then the GMT sale ends tomorrow night at midnight Pacific time. So.
And talking about the last 100 yards, he said they have no disrupted side because they're bonkers.
It's the Commissar. It's probably the Commissar idea. Yeah. Oh, there's a Holland. Well, Hollandspiel. Errol Astor says there's a Hollandspiel tomorrow. I think there's a couple different sales starting up this week. I'll have to keep up with that. Oh, Monday. Okay, yeah, on Monday.
Isn't Black Friday coming up?
Yeah, that's this Friday. That's this Friday coming up. Yeah,
coming up.
Yeah. So there'll be a few sales there too.
Who does Black Friday sales?
Well, it used to be MMP, but they already did their sale.
Yeah, they got.
And they actually put. Yeah, I didn't get anything off of that stuff. I held off on
over this side, and Patrick, over this side of the pond, it's like silly shipping, silly shipping.
Yeah.
At least GMT do a sort of, it's still a lot, but at least it's do a sort of second chance game type thing, which is our.
Let's see if I can get the space for.
I don't mind buying from local Swedish store, support them.
If you've got one, it's great. I mean, our local one is Second Chance Game, which is up in Liverpool way, so it's not very local to me, but it's
no, it's the same here. There's one in Stockholm. I think there's.
So my parents took my nephew who lives in Philadelphia to a game store for Christmas because they flew in out there, and my dad sent me pictures, and literally there is an entire wall of war games in this game store. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I have a lot of those on my shelves too. Most of them, actually, it was a mix between GMT games and Compass games I saw. So usually I see GMT games generally in most places because they kind of go all over.
They're everywhere. But I tell you what, not having a Compass game to now having at the moment 4 Compass games. They're not the cheapest, but they do some good games. They do some good games. Yeah. So, Bite the Bullet, Combat, the 2 of those, Silent War. I'm looking forward to that.
That one, like I said earlier, I thought it was going to be another.
It's not another Greg. No,
it's not.
Even though I love those games. I love those games when I'm in the mood, dice chucking. Oh, there's something I forgot to mention. I'm going to mention before. Another designer contacted me. Who's got a game out, and I'm just going to get it up. It's called To Hell and Back, and he said, "Can you help me out because it's self-published. He's having a bit of a tough time because, as you know, if you're a small designer, you're not going to get it up in the mainstream. So if I can." Oh, Christ.
By the way, Nordic, I think it was in I don't want to say Westchester because it's Westchester, Pennsylvania. I think it was the store. down there. I think that's where it was at.
I'm gonna share this. It's because I completely forgot. So apologies. Where are we? Chrome tab. There we go. Are we seeing that?
Yes, we're seeing.
There we go. This is called To Hell and Back, and it's a dice chucker by the looks of it. And it is quite expensive, but it's one of those funding things where the more they buy, the cheaper the game gets. So I said I'd mention it. I'll post up things about it.
Hey, Ives is in the chat.
Is it print on demand or something?
Hi, Eves. You've missed it. Hi.
Eves, what's going on, buddy?
It's a sort of there's a lot of stuff in it. It's not cheap, but it's a dice chucker. It looks very good. And he's asked me.
Oh, it's the Game Crafter. This is on the Game Crafter. Yeah, so it's print on demand. There's a lot of good stuff.
Hold on. There is a free print on demand, but there is a ton of stuff, and I will post the links so you can have a look at it yourself. So I said I'd do that. Let's pop that up there.
Wow.
There we go. And there's another link for his web page. And if I can get it up again, let's all do that. Yes, the Board Game Geek free print and play thing is down at the moment, but let's copy that. That's going to be up soon. So that's Stephen. I think there's two there. Let's make that a bit more right. Okay, there's two links there to his webpage as well. I think World War II solo board gamer Daniel did an interview with him. So, but yeah, check it out. I said, he said he's struggling. It looks a good game. If you like dust chuckers, it looks a good game. But so check that out and see what you think.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks good. We like to see Patrick. You know what we do, Patrick? We support anyone that supports us. You're on the channel. You come on our channel. So now we're all about supporting you. You're now part of our family.
I support you too.
All right.
How do I support you?
You just mentioned how you came on the War Room show, and we were the best interview ever had.
It's the only interview he's ever had.
Shh, don't tell anybody that.
But it's the first one, and
first war game related one.
Yeah, no. So it's cool to have you on. And again, I think that we're still. I've just got a message through. Our like button is still mucking about. So if you haven't, can you just test it out for us, peeps? If you haven't tried it, if you tried it already, fair enough. But if you haven't, can you just push that like button and see if it's working? And subscribe to these two poor things here if you haven't done so already, because we're going to be starting to wind up in a minute.
Patrick, are you getting a website or anything for this game?
Yeah,
how do people contact you if they want to find out information?
They can't contact me. Yeah, they can contact me on Facebook, of course, but I don't have a website yet, or anything like that. So I think
just on Facebook. Get with me on Facebook. Okay.
More on the finished stage before I do that.
Yeah, set up a Facebook page if nothing else, called Cold Resolve or whatever, and you can tell people as things get progressed going along. And we'll say goodbye to Nordic.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, keep in touch.
Chad have a question for Patrick. I don't know if
any more last chance to ask Patrick a question before we go.
Patrick, can you believe it's been on almost 2 hours already? Time flies when you're having fun, huh?
Yeah, Board Game Geek. Yeah, I will get it on Board Game Geek sometime.
Yeah, you've been on for nearly 2 hours.
I think that there are some games on Board Game Geek that are way early in the design stage, aren't they?
Yeah, get them on. Get people aware of what's going on so they can follow you and keep up to date with what's going on. What's this? What's going on, Patrick?
I don't think. Still in for a common project. I guess.
Is that
yes,
is that directed at you?
I think. Yeah.
Just say yes, and then always you can work out the details later.
Yeah.
You know the secret one? Yeah.
The secret.
And trust Alistair to ask this one.
Yeah. Are there
there will be nukes in the game.
There you go.
Will be new rules. I have to have those with it in the game too. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
We'll have to get you on so you can talk about that. All right. You know,
he's being dirty. He's being dirty.
We need the info.
Yeah, he will get the info out, I think.
So, we're going to sort of round it up now because we're coming up to the 2-hour mark. Can you believe it? 2 hours. Crikey. So, we'll go around the room. We'll start with Jester. What are you up to?
I am up to no good. I got a few games in. I've got Warfighter ready to go. I've got all the, you guys can't see it, but actually I had all the cards sorted into the different stacks that you need them. And I've got the rules out ready to go. So I'm hoping to get a little Warfighter this week. Maybe a scenario or two, try it out, see how it goes.
Yeah,
I'm going to give it a review for Patrick out there. Give him my thoughts.
I love to see those monsters.
I hope it's rubbish. I really hope it's rubbish.
I have a feeling, like I said, you're creating a party of characters with guns and grenades and special skills. And I said, well, if you did the same thing with fantasy and then you add magic to it and you add spells, you could have like all kinds of fireballs and all kinds of things going on. So I think it's gonna work out. I do.
I think he's just got the core game. There's enough in the core game, to be honest, with the Warfighters. You know, there's enough in the core game.
At least to try it out to make sure you like it.
And I'm hoping to get Prime Minister on the table sometime soon for you guys out there. So that's what I've got. 6 new games lined up, ready to go. I'm trying to do 1 new game every day. So we're up to 114 new games this year.
Yeah, all right. Don't rub it in. That's what I'm doing. I'm seriously hoping to get. I've started video in combat. Seriously, it's fantastic. It's just anyway excuses, but it's a great game. I tell you what, this AI knows what you're doing for some weird reason. You're coming around there, and then suddenly the Germans are suddenly, what's this over here? They start moving. It's weird, the way the AI works, as Tony will find out when he plays. Hoping to get, I'll do an unboxing of Western Front Ace.
Oh.
It's heavy. So
will you play it too?
Eventually I'll play all the games. Eventually.
Great.
Eventually. But it's what we do. We play the games, and I think that's it. Unless I get Prime Minister and Last 100 Yards Russian Front turn up, we'll do a quick unboxing of them, because why not? So that's what I'm up to. Tone.
Hopefully, well, actually, I'm off of school for the week. We're on fall break, Thanksgiving break, so I still have my
crikey
stuff.
Remind us, you got that coming up. Remind us non-Americans when that is.
Thursday.
The what?
Thanksgiving. It's Thursday. It's Thursday coming up. I have no idea what day.
What's the date? What's the date?
I don't know. It's not a date.
The 23rd of November.
So it just falls on a random date in November, does it?
No, it's the third Thursday.
The third Thursday, okay.
It's the last Thursday of the month, because sometimes it's the third, sometimes it's fourth. But it's the last Thursday of the month, I think. I don't know. I just follow whatever the schedule says. So I will get the World at War completed. I'm having a blast with that. I lost my first game I played to learn the rules. I lost because I lost London.
I tell you what. Oh, I've only seen the one. War of the Worlds, you mean? Yeah?
Yeah. They have a East, they have an East US, a West US, and a Japan.
No. We don't want any of that nonsense. It's set in Britain. So, well, it makes me laugh. It's got England on the box, but it's got Britain on the map. And
just because it's got Wales, if you take Wales off of there, and
it's got Scotland.
I guess it's got Scotland.
Yeah, but the actual areas, they should be counties.
Yeah.
Anyway, apart from that,
they have the major areas. Yes,
I've always wanted to play it. It just looks fun. So
it is. It's a blast.
It's out of print now.
It's out of print now. So
So if anybody's got War of the Worlds England, they got fed up with, let me know. Send it to me.
They give you so much stuff in that box you don't actually use. It's crazy.
I know, but I've always wanted to play it.
It's fun. It's fun. I lost London the first time I played it. And actually, I kept playing and didn't realize that was a losing condition. So
you're going to put up the other videos? You've just got the one, haven't you?
Yes, I just have the one. I'll be doing.
I enjoyed that. Watch that.
Yeah, I'm going to do some more this week. Mike, yes. Jester, hopefully we can get together this week and do some Liberty or Death. I'm looking to play during the days. Yes, we'll figure out something. Maybe we'll play some. I don't know. We'll figure out something. I'll text you.
Mike, as long as it's not on a Friday, unless you're joining in with us.
Unfortunately,
don't you start. What?
I am actually in a role-playing game on Friday afternoon. I'm playing. It's called the Morrow Project, and so you're actually the whole idea is you're frozen, cryogenically frozen, and then they wake you up after the apocalypse. Armageddon. I
don't care. It's called Let Rough Down Again Friday.
Yeah. I was going to see if there's another day for us to play.
I'm joking. Have great fun. That's all right. No worries.
No, it'll be good. And then after this week, things settle down for me. So we'll be good to go then. But yeah, so I'm hoping to play a lot this week. I still have my master's program, but I'm hoping to play a lot this week. So,
that's all right. Yeah. And Patrick, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Anything you're going to be up to this week? Anything special you're going to be up to next week?
What I'm going to be up to? Well, I'm going to finish my apartment here because I moved recently. A lot of things to do. And I haven't actually been able to design anything for almost a month now. So
take a break. Take a break. We look forward. And keep in touch. Let us know what's going on. Keep in touch with us. You've got emails and everything, so and all that. And when we do stop the stream, don't disappear. Hang on for a couple of minutes just so we can say thank you and all that. But I'd love to thank everybody that turned up tonight. And
you know what I heard, Rolf, quickly?
Yeah,
they reported that the like button was still broke.
Well, you better try it again.
I know.
But
if you've already tried it and it worked, don't try it again.
Because you'll undo it. So,
yes. You'll break it if you do that.
But joking apart, the other thing is, if you're watching this in the future, please, if you would put a comment in the comment section, even if it's replay family. I say, what are you putting that replay family for? It just tells me and other people that you've watched the replay, gives me an idea who's watched. Also, as an algorithm, it helps to keep the show up in up at the top, because if you can't think of anything to say in the comments, just put replay family and that would be good. So thank you for that. So next week, who's hosting?
I am. I think it's me. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's
We've
me.
got the subject
point over to Tony.
Yeah.
I will get I don't have anything offhand. No, I have my list of stuff, so I'll figure out something and we'll go from there.
Because if you don't know, if you're new to the channel, we rotate this every week just to keep.
Can I make a suggestion there?
Go on then.
That you put in the text who's going to host next week or something already in the description. So I wanted to look for a program. Oh, what's that? And I had to wind back and forth to listen to where you.
I shall put in the description.
You know what you could do is join our Facebook group, and then you would be part of it.
Oh, there you go.
Have you got the link up, Tony? We get that quick.
I can. I can't.
Go on.
I got it.
Okay, put it in the chat. And again, anybody in the chat that hasn't joined our Facebook book group, you will be kept informed, up to date with what's going on with the channel and other goodies that the peeps that are playing, what they're buying, rows, everything goes on there. So
I think I have watched all your shows, just not live. So
good. Well, put Replay Family in the chat then, Patrick.
Yeah.
You have
Absolutely.
to approve it, bruv.
Oh, where does it say that?
Probably over on the side.
Under
Can't
the
see it in
comments.
chat.
Just the 3 little dots probably says something like approve this or something.
I can't see your comment at all.
It says this comment is failed to post to roofs. Oh, maybe I can't post with new comments for you. Nope, I don't think I can. Sorry.
All right, let me do it quick then, if you don't mind.
Well,
hanging
he
about.
will email it to
I
you,
got it.
Patrick.
I
Don't
got it.
worry.
I got
We'll just email it to you.
I
got
find
it.
it. It's
And,
the War
we have
on
a
Live on
Michigan fan.
Facebook. I guess.
No. I've got
There
it.
we go. There we go.
And next week, Tony, is the Michigan game too. What time do you
Yep.
think it's going to be on?
It's 7:00 game.
Next week? Did they already announce that?
Yeah, it's they announced it a while ago.
Okay. All right. Good. I
I'll
was gonna
double
say, if
I'll
it's a
double
3:30
check
game,
because yes, it better not be a 3. Actually, it probably better be a 3:30 game because no, it's a noon game. So we're
Shut
okay.
up. I'm gonna kill the stream, but happy Thanksgiving.
It's a new game. It's a new
Happy
game. So we're
Thanksgiving,
good.
everyone. Thank you,
See ya.
chat. Thank you, Patrick. We love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. See you soon.
See ya.